Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Majora's Mask Glitchless Jump Off Stone Tower and Die percent. Our goal with this category is, like you said, we're gonna jump off Stone Tower and die in the process. I'm here with Philly, which I will be racing, and then my two fantastic commentators, Morpheus and Ninasu. And yeah, we're gonna be doing it completely glitchless, so no glitches allowed. Gonna go through some dungeons, and it's a pretty cool category, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I will be muted during the actual race, so I will leave the rest to my fantastic commentators.
Alright. What's up, guys? Let's go ahead and get this started, because there's going to be some cutscenes already, even though we are on race file, which I'll explain in a sec. So, looks like both of our runners are ready. So I'm going to count us off now. In 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this category is a category extension on the Majora's Mask leaderboards, and what that means is basically we can skip having to do all of first cycle, which is really comfy.
We get immediately into the action.
Yeah, so first order of business, like in almost any race file run, is getting bombs.
We also saw both runners hit the Clocktown Owl, which is actually very easy to forget. But if you were to forget that, it would be a lot of pain later. But thankfully, they both did indeed hit the owl.
I've definitely done that before.
I've seen other runners forget that too.
Alright, so since we are playing glitchless, there's a laundry list of things that are not allowed in a glitchless run that I really don't remember, but since we are playing glitchless, that means we have to watch this cutscene to enter the swamp, since we can't get anywhere else first.
One nice thing about starting with a race file like this is that you can immediately get the bombs, and unlike in a category like glitchless any percent, where you actually end up farming a little bit for bombs here, so that you have some when you go through the swamp and when you go through Deku Palace. It's super nice here that you already have 20. Very comfy.
Yeah, not needing to worry about that bomb drop is really handy for Deku Palace, because otherwise it's kind of a pain. The start of this run up until like getting through Snowhead Temple is very similar, or pretty much the same as glitchless any percent. And I've definitely been feeling the burn on not getting a bomb drop the last few runs I've done.
This is actually a really good cutscene. It's long, but in terms of cutscene quality, this one is pretty entertaining. There's also a fun little Easter egg in this cutscene where we will see Happy Mask Salesman on the ground as the Skull Kid steals his mask. And as we see him on the ground, the backpack will also be on the ground, and you can see another Happy Mask Salesman ear, just the ear, coming out of the ground.
Is that his ear? I thought it was
It is his
nose.
ear. So I'll let you know when to look for it. It's coming up shortly. Look at the ear. You guys see it? It's next to the
Next to the
backpack on the
bag.
left. Yeah.
It's so good.
This is a critical part of glitchless. You can't watch a glitchless run and not look at the ear. Very important.
I'm honestly, every time I do this run, like glitchless 90%, I'm always like just looking at that, and I'm like, man, that's just really there.
And so for anyone that didn't put it together, it's because when they wanted to have the backpack be on the ground, they actually took the entire Happy Mask salesman and just rotated them and put him under the ground, but the ear is still popping out. So they didn't really change the asset at all. Okay, so now the runners are headed to the swamp, and the first order of business will be getting a bottle. This entire speed run, because it doesn't really require completing any dungeons, we just need to be able to climb Stone Tower and jump off of it. It's kind of like a large scavenger hunt for items, just to be able to end up climbing Stone Tower. And that list of items is actually pretty long. But the first one is the bottle.
It's an exhaustive list. It's like, to get Elegy, you need Mirror Shield and Fire Arrows, and to get Mirror Shield, you need a bottle, and to get Mirror Shield, you need like beans and a fish
and Gibdo Mask.
and Gibdo Mask, and to get to Gibdo Mask, you need Garo Mask and Captain's Hat, and it's huge.
And Song of
so many
Storms.
things.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun because it's just a lot of like, it's like a long list, a long chain of items to be able to just get Elegy, which is the song that you use to climb Stone Tower, and also Hookshot. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Hookshot's just like very necessary, but also just like not used anywhere else. Just like there.
And for those that are unfamiliar with this category, there's a glitched version of the same meme category of Jostad, where it's about 5 to 6 minutes long. So it's super funny because with glitches, you can do this category super fast, but the glitchless version, it's kind of humorous about like how much you need to collect to do this simple task.
Yeah, the hidden owl trick just very much trivializes it, getting to warp to places you haven't been before.
Super broken. You don't even have to climb the tower. You just soar there.
Both runners did get the bottle, and both runners coming up on the first big trick of the run, big octo skip. This trick can be a little finicky, but essentially they're gonna stand on a particular position on this lily pad and try to time a roll to pop up. I don't think clip is the right word. Pop up on this ledge here to the left, and we can use that to bypass getting through this octo without having to ride the boat.
Yeah, to be clear, clipping is not allowed in glitchless. No cheating.
Yeah, pop-ups are though. Oh, neither runner gets it. Yeah, this trick can be really annoying because you're pretty much lining up on the seam as you pass over it on the lily pad.
So when they mess up, you'll see them getting the lily pad back by flipping their camera back and forth.
That's honestly my least favorite part of this trick, is spawning this thing.
It's super annoying. I just hate landing on it because it's easy to land in a way where you get the octo gets you.
Yeah. Okay, so Feely did get sucked, but she did get the trick. As long as you land up there, you'll know you've gotten it. And I definitely missed it, but Dobrari also got it.
Yeah, they both got it. They're like on the same frame right now. It's wild.
Octo skip traveling. I did say Octopath skip last night during a run. Is that what I said? I don't remember. But we're in Deca Palace.
Yeah, auto skip is one of those tricks that like can really be quite painful.
It-
And one of the blockers of a glitchless run. So it's very nice that both runners are past that part.
It loses like 40 seconds. It's very painful in PV attempts for sure.
And like you could take the boat, but that adds like minutes.
So there was a cool little trick after getting past the initial guards. You can pretty much just pull a bomb and damage boost onto the fence and skip having to deal with the palace guards inside entirely. It's really handy because usually they'll just stand around and do nothing for a long time. And we're getting beans. 5
Yes.
beans.
Very important. How would you ever jump off a stone tower without beans?
You need 5 of them. Is it more than 5? Because when you look at the item portrait, it's definitely like 4 or 5 of them in that little pod of beans, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, but the bean is the full pod, not the
That's
not the
true.
peas inside of it.
I'm just gonna call he who wants these beans greedy, because that's a lot of beans.
But he
If
does
so.
give you a free. He gives you a free bean too.
That's true.
Oh, but yeah. You mean the Gibdo that wants
Yeah.
these beans? Yeah.
Gibdo's quite greedy.
So now both runners are going to get Sonata of Awakening, which will allow them to rise Woodfall Temple and go in and to collect one of the items that we need for this journey to Stone
The
Tower.
first of many. Probably one of the most important items in this game is, I'll just spoil it, it's the bow.
Oh, spoilers! Oh my goodness.
Spoilers, the bow is in a Zelda game.
But yeah, the bow is, I mean, it's very rare to have a run or even a bingo or really like anything in this game where you wouldn't want to get the bow.
There's just, it's not even like, I mean, it's useful in the sense that like it just unlocks so many things, but like there's literally just so many things locked behind the bow. So getting it as early as possible, always a good move.
And something else interesting that some may have noticed is where the grottos are located on the Japanese version of this game within this Deku Palace area is different than it is on English. So if you're thinking back to your playthrough of Majora's Mask and you're looking at this and you're like, wait a minute, I don't remember that. It's because they literally weren't placed in the same location.
Forget that's still applicable to glitchless too, because like I'm so used to just glitching my way in, but like it's definitely a different path even on glitchless compared to like a casual playthrough.
Yeah,
English.
it actually confused me a little bit when I was playing this game casually versus learning glitchless. So there's a jump here from the lily pad up to this like trunk area, and they're going to get Song of Soaring.
Yeah, you're intended to like fly around somewhere to get through these huge flowers and also battle dragonflies. I hate those things, but you can skip them. Very nice, with a very handy pop-up. That ledge. And
In terms of
the song
doing
is
things,
super... You can go.
in terms of doing things quickly in this game, that might be one of the most useful little tricks to learn. Like even for a more casual or like, you know, randomizer experience or whatever, I think that little pop up there is really handy.
Yeah, pretty much, I think every single category that's not unrestricted to any percent does that jump. So yeah, Song of Soaring. It just cuts out a lot of, like, movement.
And tedium.
So here's Woodfall. It's riddled, or littered, rather, With hip loops, I hate these things.
Yeah, I was gonna say these are a great enemy. We have both dragonflies in this area and pip loops. This is like
That guy
peak.
just fell off on Feely's end.
That's funny.
Yeah, these guys are really annoying. You can stun them to spin past them, but their hurtbox is like just barely possible to like squeak by on the sides. They're pretty massive otherwise, and it's easy to fall off. And they also don't stop chasing you at all.
It looks like Feely bubbled them for safety, which is honestly
based.
pretty smart, yeah. But they both got away with it. And you'll see them pick up nuts here. This is one of the grocery list items that we will need later in the run.
Alright, Woodfall is risen. And now, honestly, even getting through Woodfall glitchless is really fast. Like,
And
this takes no time to
definitely
get
pay
the bow.
attention to how much of Woodfall is completed.
Like, every time I look at my timer when I'm doing this any percent glitchless, I'll just like take a peek at it and just look at how much time is left in the split, and I'm like, whoa, this is like not that long.
Yeah, and
like,
any percent
spending here.
glitches is extra interesting because you split it up in half. You do half this temple, but then you beat the rest of it later. You come back when you have hookshot. But with this category, the runners will not need to complete the dungeons. They don't get anything from that, so...
Yeah, as soon as we get the bow, we're out of here.
And for those that are used to watching glitch speedruns of this game, you know, they would have already gotten the bow by now. Like, you can, you know, do a quick bomb trick to get over to the bow room pretty quickly. But this is how you would do it glitchlessly. Still fast, though.
Shockingly fast. And then, like, you realize this dungeon is just not that huge. Oh man, that movement is so scary.
I really do not like doing this room.
Me neither.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
every time I light this torch, I always take a step back, just like Feely's doing. Because the camera's so weird on these platforms.
Feely's doing all like the safer movement strats. Dobrari's just going for it. I like both approaches here.
Yeah, I am appreciating both gamings happening right here.
This is actually my least favorite room in the game right here. So this is a different type of bow room. This enemy is called a bow with an E, B-O-E. And I really dislike these. Thankfully, because they don't need a stray fairy, they don't need to kill the bows.
Yeah, that room is definitely not great. I'm still a big hater of the other room that has this enemy in it, the mirror room in Stone Tower. But that won't be shown off in this run. So, before entering this room, both runners ended up doing a jump slash with their decky sticks, and that's really important because there's a glitch called power crouch stab in this version of Majora's Mask, at least, where if you crouch stab with your sword, it'll basically do the amount of damage of the last sword swing that you did. So, decky stick attacks do double damage compared to Kokiri sword, and you can just store that jump slash, which does even more damage than normal, to your crouch stab and just kill anything with it, really.
It is a glitch.
It is a
It
glitch,
is
but
indeed a glitch. I like Feely typing in chat to say that PCS is a glitch. So based.
did I call it a glitch? I probably did.
I don't know,
I,
but it
I don't
is a
remember,
glitch.
but it's definitely a glitch. But like, I don't. You just wouldn't be able to moderate that.
I still stand by you can moderate that by forcing glitchless to be run on English. So for those that don't know,
That would
the
be
English version
based.
of this game has power crouch stab patched, so you actually can't do it.
Honestly, based just because it makes the Majora fight more fun.
Yeah, I honestly think this is how it should be done, but I have controversial opinions on glitchless. So now both runners are headed to Mountain Village.
Yeah, immediate first usage of the bow made apparent here, having to break these icicles. Yeah, and this is where you'll
This
see a lot
movement-
of backwalking.
Yeah, the movement here can be really awkward, honestly. Some of the angles you need to get for these backwalks and the backflips and everything, it's just
It's very hard, yeah.
it's
really
trickier than
weird.
it looks. Yeah.
Definitely one of the weirder rooms to do in this run. Yeah, lots of backwalking here. Huge stretches of land here.
Well, when I play glitchless, I always say that this part is like the walking simulator part because this is before you get like Goron Mask or like a faster way of moving around. So it just feels like a lot of walking.
Okay, Dobrari lined up right in front of that Tektite, and I was like, is he
Oh
about to
yeah.
glitch?
Oh, he's gonna glitch. He's gonna invalidate the race.
Yeah, something else that's banned, notably in glitchless runs, things like recoils and damage, or recoils and long jumps, not damage boosts. Damage boosts are different. But yeah, recoils off of like a damage source to give you like crazy speed, not allowed. And notably that Tektite is usually used for a recoil to gain a little bit of speed.
And also the ice that's on Twin Islands too.
Yeah, true.
And now the runners are doing the jumps on the invisible platforms to Lens
Ooh.
Cave, and these are really fun to watch. Oh, interesting.
First route difference here.
Yeah, Feely's gonna be talking to the baby. So you need to talk to the baby early on, the baby Goron that's crying in here. At some point you need to talk to the baby before you talk to the elder so that you can get lullaby intro. And then you have to talk to the baby again to get Goron's lullaby, which will help you get into Snowhead Temple later. But this is interesting that Feely is doing this first.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit safer. So the routing for this is once Dobrari gets the Goron mask, he's gonna get a bottle of hot spring water, and that's on a timer. And if you're playing optimally, you would get that bottle of hot spring water, talk to the baby, roll all the way to talk to the baby, which is a few rooms away, and then roll out, and then melt the Elder Goron with the hot spring water. And you have to be... You pretty much want to make it on time, or else the hot spring water turns into regular spring water.
And then you would have to climb all the way back up.
Yeah, if you don't melt the grotto, or if you don't open up the grotto near the Elder.
Yeah, in
yeah,
a race situation, I think I would probably do that.
Yeah. I think
But,
it's
or do what
reasonable.
Feely's doing. I'm not actually sure what ends up being faster. I think I've heard Feely say that just talking to the Goron first is faster, but then like melting the grotto and then going in and getting more spring water.
Also, getting this 50 rupee chest, I definitely did not notice that when I was skimming through this.
Yeah, why do they
category.
need the money? Do they need to buy more explosives later or something?
That's definitely going to be for the powder keg and
Oh, yep.
probably choose too. Oh no. The NNG muscle memory mashing A after Song of Soaring.
This is so relatable.
Yeah, this has literally happened to me before. Even
This is the
recently.
hardest part about glitchless is like learning to play soaring and then move your map pointer. Which for people that don't know, when you do index warp, which is a very important and impactful glitch in glitch speedruns of this game, if you move your map pointer after playing soaring when you have hidden owl active, uh, you will soft lock. So it's like it's very common to just mash A to avoid that. But when you're playing glitchlessly, it's gonna get you to go to Clocktown.
Imagine being me playing these any percent NMG races or playing bingo and having to drop the controller again after playing glitchless. My brain is like, please don't crash.
He's so real. I get scared every time I hit an owl, because that's another way that you can mess up the index warp glitch is by like hitting any owl that's not the hidden owl, and in glitchless like you're intentionally hitting owls as you go.
Yeah.
But I like cringe every time I try to hit an owl.
Alright, so Dobrari getting hot spring water. He drank the red potion as Dekulink, because Dekulink takes no time to gulp drinks down compared to any other form.
And so now this movement from Dobrari is going to be really interesting. It's not super unforgiving, but there is definitely a timer that he's running on with the spring water. So he needs to go and talk to the baby Goron and then get back and melt the elder in time before the hot spring water cools.
He's looking pretty good on pace for it right now. Didn't get a random bonk angle leaving the Goron graveyard. Honestly, the worst thing that could happen here is if he talks to one of these bigger Gorons in this room.
But does that actually hurt the spring water timer?
No, it just makes you want to cry.
Oh no.
Nah, this is fine.
he's just making it more suspenseful.
True. This is fine.
So this is a cool little cutscene. Like, I don't know how to explain this, but when you pour the water first, it starts melting the ice, and then you can also break the boulder as it's melting. That way you don't have to like wait for the cutscene to complete and then hit the boulder.
Yeah, it's like a little overlap you can do. It's really handy. Alright, so Feely on her way to free the Elder Goron now. They're about to sync back up routing-wise.
Yeah, the fact that Feely can just immediately talk to the elders is nice and handy.
So now we're learning the Goron Lullaby, but this guy doesn't actually remember the whole song. So we're just learning the intro. Honestly, if I played this game, if I played this game growing up, or like as I was older, and I learned this intro, and then I went to learn the full lullaby and saw what the notes were, I kind of would have been pissed.
yeah, it's like, okay, this is pretty easy to remember, man.
It's literally 2 more notes, and it's just doing the inverse of what you just played.
In a lot of glitch categories, you don't learn lullaby, because you do a lullaby skip, and so you get into Snowhead Temple without getting lullaby. So it actually took me a really long time, like more than any other song in this game besides Elegy, I suppose, to actually learn how to play lullaby. So I actually feel like the Goron Elder when I go to play lullaby.
Okay, honestly, playing this song is really hard.
Yeah, it's not the easiest.
It took me a long time to get comfortable, like finding a comfortable way of playing the song in a way that wasn't really slow. Like, you want to hear something cursed? I used to play this song with the C stick. So I would like
No.
hit
No.
the A button and then hit left and right on the C stick.
It's wild to play a song with a C stick when there's no up note.
Yeah, that I don't know. Don't ask why I did it.
Yeah, I'm not. It doesn't make any sense. But the baby teaches the rest of the song. I like that the baby has it together. The baby knows the lullaby, so at least there's that. And so now we have Goron's lullaby, which gives us everything we need to be able to go to Snowhead Temple.
Imagine still playing New Wave and Elegy with stick only. Couldn't be me. Okay, Jimmy, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But see, now I feel a little vindicated playing Goron Lullaby with the C stick.
I mean, the
back
way
then.
that, we should not judge the way one plays songs of Majora's Mask. The way that I hold my hands for each song is like radically different from another song. And
I think that's pretty common, yeah.
it is, yeah. I can play New Wave. New Wave is my best song, I would say, in terms of like speed.
I don't feel that's a good song to play. Just in general, it feels good.
Yeah, there's something about it.
All right, Dobrari on his way to Snowhead Temple. Lots of treacherous pathing here. I hope he doesn't fall off the ramp. This ramp leading up is terrible.
Yeah, this getting the complete roll up can be at times rage-inducing. There's a point when you go halfway, like once you get to the final ramp, there's like there's a path leading up and then there's a final ramp right before you enter the temple. And as he's going up that, the camera will end up shifting in a really weird way where you have to adjust on your control stick to prepare for it. But even when you prepare for it, sometimes it still goes wrong.
The thing about it is, you end up in the air for like a frame or two, and whenever you're in the air as Goron while spinning like that, you cannot change direction at all, really. You can only change like the angle you're facing slightly.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
So you're kind of just trying to anticipate getting put in the air by like hugging the corners, the right side of this edge as close as possible. It's gonna go all the way in.
The full roll. Let's go. Let's go, Dobrari. Very nice.
Honestly, better than me. I stopped the roll at the very top.
Dobrari is really going for everything right now. And I have seen a few instances where Feely is definitely going safer, including even on the path to Snowhead. Like, instead of going around the edge, like, she went on the ramps. So just, making sure that even, like, these, like, tiny potential time saves, instead just going for the safer option, which in a race situation tends to make sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, Dobrari even did the hold strat for the... He's really just going for everything.
So that strat is cool.
Yeah, I love that strat. It's very neat. And rolled after opening this door. So during the cutscene, you can do a roll, and you get further into the room during the cutscene.
Yeah, you have a little bit of control for some reason. So yeah,
I missed it. Did Feely get the full roll?
I think she stopped at the top.
That's smart.
Honestly, that's what I would have done too. I hate
absolutely same. I'm not falling during a race. Let's I'm not risking that.
All right, so Dobrari here is doing something called a damage boost. This is what I alluded to earlier. You can use the damage from a bomb to just like propel yourself upwards to gain a little bit of height. It's what both runners did in Deku Palace. It's a lot more notable here in Snowhead Temple, since this is like literal, like, just like sequence breaking here.
So right now they're grabbing a bunch of keys because they just need to climb like halfway up Stone Tower, or not Stone Tower, Snowhead Temple.
I don't think Dobrari needed this second key. Don't you just leave after getting Fire Arrow?
Yeah, that's glitchless any percent muscle memory.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
This is also really cool, like I guess I kind of missed it by a little bit, but the jumps between the ramps where you can go to the, instead of the ramp across from where you are, you can kind of go. Oh, Feely, remember not to get the key. Good
Saving
job.
time.
I'm saving so much time right now.
Oh, she did a strat there where she rolled down and quick spin the bows there. I never thought about that because usually those bows chase you if you leap them, and there's usually like 5 or 6 of them just trying to get you. But she just quick spun 2 of them, and they kind of just left her alone. It's interesting.
That is pretty cool. And this Wizrobe fight can be pretty fun.
Yeah, so the first 2 hits, he's always just gonna randomly teleport somewhere, but he's always gonna stand or spawn in this spot here, upright. And if you time it properly, you can just hit him on 1 frame to, like, before he starts initiating the second phase. It's really cool.
And to know that Dobrari got fire arrows and then just was like, all right, I guess I'm done here.
Yeah, this is the neat part about this category, is compared to like glitchless 90%, like you would, when you're doing that category, you need to get more bottles and obviously beat all the dungeons and all that stuff. But since our main objective in this category is just getting to Stone Tower and dying, it's a lot more forgiving in that sense. Like, there's no Goron race you have to complete for a bottle. There's no goat that you have to fight at the top of Snowhead. No aliens, like things like that. There's a lot of just like extra things that you would do in any percent glitchless that you just don't have to do for Just Dead.
Yeah, it just being about item collection is pretty neat. I mean, you said no Goron race, so then what are we doing right now?
We are getting a powder keg to open up the Goron racetrack so we can get our certification for handling powder kegs.
It's cool that he trusts you with the powder keg. He's like, that this is how you get your certification, is that he gives you a giant powder keg and he's like, yeah, go do this task.
Honestly, I think if it was just any other random Goron, he probably would have been more skeptical, but we're Darmani.
True.
The
Honestly,
Goron hero.
kind of wild that Darmani's not already certified.
Big true. I didn't think about that.
Maybe he let it like lapse at some point. He wasn't using it while he was dead.
Does that mean glitchless AD isn't around? No, because the only way to skip dungeons in this game is with a glitch called SRM. If you don't do SRM, you have to beat all 4 dungeons, so there's no all dungeons like moniker like a lot of other Zelda games have.
So this is interesting here because if anyone has watched Glitchless any percent, usually you would have to complete Snowhead Temple, which means it would be springtime when you bring the keg over to like destroy the boulder in front of the racetrack. And springtime makes it a lot harder because there's a bunch of water, and water will make the Goron drown. And there's like, you have to climb on the bridges because of the water, which means that the Wolfos can get you. And you can also hit certain pixels on the bridges that can cause you to drop the keg, and the keg can explode. And then you have to restart. It's like also another really painful part of glitchless any percent, but not here. When it's just all iced over, it's very simple to go blow up the racetrack.
honestly like one of my favorite, like not a favorite part, but I appreciate how chill this part is in 100%. You're literally just like walking around with this powder keg, just back walking and chilling. It's very nice.
It's a lot more relaxed than when you have to do it during the spring, as intended.
So after blowing up the rock, you have to go back to this guy, and he's like, "Wow, you did it! Have another one," and then you can leave. And now we're going to the ranch to immediately blow up a boulder.
And it's, we kind of missed it at the beginning, or at least I missed it at the beginning, but both runners inverted time so that it would still be day one by the time that they got to the ranch. And that's really important because it's only during the day on the first day that you can get Epona's song. And so they needed to be able to do everything leading up to this to be able to even get this keg. And then blow up the ranch so that they can go inside and get Epona's song.
Yeah, Epona's song, another thing of another part of the exhaustive list of things you need. And the only reason you really need this is to get Garo Mask.
Well, you also need to be able to get into Great Bay Coast so that you can get Zora Mask, so you can get Hookshot. And
you can damage boost over those.
Oh, I guess that's allowed. But you also need it to be able to milk a cow.
This is true.
Yeah. So,
I didn't.
You can't possibly jump off of Stone Tower without milk.
We do need to milk a cow later. I did look into when that happens, and it's very funny in this run.
Yeah, that'll be a fun part. So this is also a fun little mini game here, where, you could actually wait out the 2 minutes. If you wait out the 2 minutes, you don't shoot any of these balloons, it's fine. She will still give you Epona's song, and she still somehow trusts that you will protect the ranch from the aliens, even though you did not shoot a single balloon. But you can get through this faster, and of course in a race, you would want to try your best. So we'll see how fast both runners are able to complete this little mini game.
You can buy milk. You need Romani's mask, I'm pretty sure, for that.
No.
Oh, you could spend 50 rupees, but who wants to do that?
Yeah, you'd have to go and get the rupees, and it would have to be day, which I don't think it's going to be day by the time that they're looking to have milk, like refill the bottle. But I mean, not that it's really a big deal, but from a speed perspective, being able to milk the cow is helpful.
I definitely forgot about the Gorman Brothers milk buy thing. It's also 50 rupees for a bottle of milk.
Yeah, and this
very
economy,
pricey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be hard to come up with that money since you still need to buy another powder keg later and also bomb shoes.
Okay, so Dobrari got a 27. That is quite good.
Ooh, Feely is about to get 28. Ah, almost had the bop.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough. Full second more, I don't know. It's cool how they've really caught up to one another. Well, they're both right back on track.
Yeah, they're pretty close. Very close race so far. So now Dobrari on his way to get Garo Mask now. This is the only way in a glitchless rule set to spawn the tree in Icona Canyon to get up there with Hookshot. This race is a little tricky managing the carrots.
I'm so slow when I do this race. The first time that I had to really do this race in a situation where I was trying to go fast, which was a bingo race, I failed it like 3 times. Which it's not that hard. But my issue has always been putting opponent kind of too close into the walls as
Yeah,
I'm doing these jumps.
like her hurt box around these like corners on the walls is a bit bigger than like you can visually see on screen. So you don't want to hug the corners too tightly.
I was just playing it like Mario Kart. Lesson learned.
Honestly based. I don't remember the last time that I failed this race, but I definitely know it was on that last set of jumps where
Yeah,
I
once you
used
know
too
how to
many
do it.
carrots.
Yeah, that's definitely doable. It's also funny that you get arrows for that part of the race. Like they don't do anything.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't feel like turning off the B button for that.
So now they're heading to Great Bay Coast, and they're gonna go grab Zora Mask. And Zora Mask is required to be able to get into Pirate's Fortress and get the hook shot.
Yeah, Pirate's Fortress is one of those areas that is honestly very obnoxious in a like routing sense because you're almost always gonna need Zora Mask to like make it worthwhile in any sense. Otherwise, it's insanely slow.
But also, hookshot is a very valuable item.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's no other way to get up Stone Tower glitchlessly without it. So many hookshot platforms.
There's nothing else in this run left that is time of day dependent, is there? I guess opening up the graves is the only
Yeah,
thing I
that
can
would
think
be.
of.
But you could definitely do. There's definitely a jump you can do from the day 2 grave.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it would have to be night in order to get the guys to open it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think glitchless all masks makes use of that jump. Just because, like, you're doing so many other things for in-game time reasons that you end up in the graveyard in night 2, I believe.
Now, this is a classic cutscene. It's a perfect break in the middle of a speed run.
It's like a minute of no inputs. I always get up to go to the bathroom during this one.
Yeah, if anyone needs to go to the bathroom, now is a great time.
This is definitely a favorite of mine.
I really do like the movement within Pirate's Fortress.
Yeah, no, Pirate's Fortress is sick. I think it's one of the cooler areas in this game.
And what's cool about glitchless Jostad compared to like glitchless any percent, for example, is that we don't need to collect any eggs. We don't need any of the Zora eggs. We won't need New Wave Bossa Nova. And we don't need to go into Great Bay at all. So This will be a very fast mission once again for a single item.
And you get some banger music out of Pirate's Fortress.
Some of the best music in the game. I love the PF theme.
Big same. And since we don't need to ever come back here again, you can skip hitting the owl here too, which is nice.
That's true. That would take a while to be able to get over there and actually hit the owl.
Yeah, it's a decent bit.
I kind of missed it, but Dobrari uninverted?
He uninverted like a good bit ago.
I wonder if
I
he was
don't
trying
remember
to avoid getting the transition while he was swimming. If you get the transition while you're swimming, oh well, not that transition though, not day to night. It'd have to be a new day. If it becomes a new day while you're swimming, you get put back on solid ground, which is pretty frustrating. But I'm not really sure why you would uninvert.
Probably just to make it so he doesn't have to uninvert later for, or play Song of Double Time for the graveyard.
It's true, but at least Song of Double Time you would not get the transition if you were up close to Kita.
That's true, yeah.
So I think I would have preferred doing it that way, but I guess
I didn't think about that, yeah.
I guess uninverting works too.
Yeah, and we don't have to hit up the Curiosity Shop either. Like you would usually to sell gold dust. This room is
like
really fun.
It's so cool looking too.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this room. You can like hit the A button in front of these like wooden posts that you break. So like you're holding A to swim into it, and if you let go of A and repress it, you'll bonk and immediately get control to start swimming again. Whoa. What was that? Is he gonna miss the gate because of that? Okay, no.
Oh, he made it.
I've never seen that.
Okay, I got a little nervous when he got hit by that mine. I was scared
I thought he was
get
gonna
pulled right out.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Oh man.
What the heck was that? So we got some Zora boomerang action here.
Yeah, I always love that, like, the jump slash off of after the boomerang shot. I don't know, I just think it's really swaggy.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like mid cutscene.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, so
Oh.
funny room coming up here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is another in-game time event, so Philly's probably gonna Song of Double Time here. You want it
Ooh,
to be
great point.
you want it to be nighttime here. This guard that Dobrari just passed on the Japanese version at night is placed like one unit further to the back for some reason.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh man.
That's rough.
So usually you can hit the beehive without them seeing you, and Morph is totally right. It does have to be night for this, and you can only do this on the Japanese version of the game like this. But unfortunately, he had an issue with his movement when he was heading towards the barrels, and I think that made it so the guard was closer to him by the time he was going to shoot the beehive.
Yeah, shot. You don't have that much time to line it up.
Okay, now they're really neck and neck.
Yeah, Philly pulling ahead with the lead now after that.
And they both have hook shot. Very, very useful item. And I'm guessing this means it's getting close to Akana time. Maybe we're buying a keg and then going to Akana. Oh no, we still have a keg. Do we even need to buy one?
No, we used it on the ranch.
So, oh, that's right. So yeah, we're gonna buy one.
Yeah, so we gotta go buy one of these. And they both have 89, so it looks like there is no chew purchase here. It's literally just the powder keg. Okay, I have been informed it is actually 40 units backwards this pirate is behind on the Japanese version.
Please issue an apology.
Yes, I apologize, Majora's Mask speedrunning community, and I thank Jimmy for pointing this out to me. Yeah, it is 40 units just backwards. She's just 40 units back from the door for some reason. At night, on the Japanese version only. Very long list of things you need to accomplish that.
And note that both runners just got a fish. Again, you can't possibly expect to jump off Stone Tower without a fish.
True. I love how seemingly random all these item gets are, or some of these are.
A lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the beans and the deku nuts.
Well, we'll leave it open-ended for now. You know, we'll leave this as an exercise to the viewer.
True. Alright, I don't know what it is about this targeted aim here with the bow, but I feel like Link just shoots not even close. I was surprised that Feely hit one of these bubbles with the bow to begin with. Ooh, Dobrari is cursed right now. That is
That's unlucky.
interesting. So usually the strat for this, so you drop a bomb here at the start, and if you play the song fast enough, probably with good timing, pulling Ocarina here, you can detonate the bomb as Kita is getting up and stun him immediately so he doesn't get away. And that pretty much makes it so he just stands right next to you when you start the fight.
I guess if he had to, he could use Goron Mask. It's not as fast, but if he's jinxed.
Yeah, I think that's usually the backup if you're jinxed. Hitting Kita is already awkward because he's like really lanky and a literal skeleton, but having to do that with Goron is even weirder, I would say.
And so here's another example of power crouch stab, where you see the runners doing a jump slash with a stick and storing that damage value, and then crouch stabbing Kita to kill him as quickly as possible.
I never knew how much health this guy had until I played Bingo. He takes so many hits if you're not cheating with power crouch stab.
So real. If you don't have Goron and you're just going with a Kokiri sword, it's pretty abysmal.
He takes so many hits.
Another great cutscene of the game.
Yeah, this is a really cool one. And now we have this jump here. If you press up and A on the same frame after gaining control, you can clear it. Ooh, Feely doing the safety jump slash, I like it.
And so now we have Captain's Hat, which will allow us to open the graves if we ask nicely.
Yeah, this guy. They're patrolling. We're gonna have them open the grave. And all we're getting out of here is Song of Storms. There's a pretty little spooky fight if you're not practiced in it.
No, this is a fun fight. I love this. I don't like these bats though. These bats and I have beef, but
Bad Bats, my hated.
it's real. This actually might be my least favorite room in the game, maybe even more than the bow room. I might take it back.
Yeah, this fight's
this-
funny because you're just
cool.
ground pounding and punching over and over.
Yeah, the Iron Knuckle is like throwing this huge, really scary double-edged axe at you, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna
Just
bounce.
like Goomba stomping him. Alright, both runners did the ground pound strat. I didn't think about doing that until like maybe a month ago.
I
To
need
be
to learn
honest.
to do that. I always do this really sketchy strat with punches. It always looks like I'm one frame away from death, but
You know, I've only ever like seen people do the punches, so when I realized you could just ground pound for like insane safety, I was like, oh, that's really smart. I'm already committed to doing punches, so I'm not gonna change it, but that's cool. Nina has beef with a lot of things.
unfortunately true, especially in this game. When people watch me do a bingo, they're like, "Do you even like this game?" Because every goal, I'm like, "Oh, I hate this."
I had a bingo recently where it was like open Adola's door, stone tower, map and compass, two elemental arrows, and something else in Snowhead. I think it was break the ice pillars, and I was like, ugh, this is a really boring row.
Yeah, like I don't even want to start.
Like within like 4 minutes, I was like, man, I don't even want to do this now. This is really boring. But
I
I know
relate
it's
to this
fast.
so much. It's
But I was
like,
like, but I know it's fast.
I mean, I honestly think some of the times that I've picked a bad bingo row is just because I'm bored of the fast option. Okay, so they're headed to Akana Canyon now. They have Garrow Mask, which if you talk to this guy, it'll spawn a little tree, and then you can hookshot right up. And this is how you are able to get to Akana Canyon glitchlessly.
There's a really cool skip here coming up. It's called Ice Arrow Skip. So you're intended to melt these Octoroks in the water with ice. Did I say melt? Freeze them with ice arrows so you can jump across to hookshot this tree. But you can hookshot this tree from way over here with very good positioning and aiming.
I really do not like these octos that are in the water that are shooting at you. And I know that, if they shoot at you twice and you just don't look at them, they won't shoot again, but it doesn't matter. I still don't like them. They are
They're
very bothersome to me.
they're relentless. They will keep shooting if you mess up your movement at all. It's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie.
Before someone asks, yes, I have beef with those octos. All right, Feely is zooming up. Oh, I missed it at that moment, but got caught by one of the Gibdos for a moment there.
Alright, so very long cutscene ensuing here.
Yeah, this is another classic bathroom break cutscene in Glitchless.
Yeah, this is a glitchless exclusive. You don't see this in any other category.
It's funny that it happened so soon after the other one in Glitchless Strawstat, actually.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, we're immediately using storms so that we can restore the river in Akana.
Yeah, this guy in here is just like, listen to my cursed melody, or whatever, and then you play the song and he goes like, he just breaks down and dies. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is a very confusing part in a casual playthrough, though. Every time I watch someone get to this part, including myself when I first got here, it's like you get in here and you just instantly are dying. And if you get into this little pool of water, you just drown. Like you can't even get out. It's actually so bad.
You literally can't get out. I'm pretty sure you're just stuck in there.
Yeah, it's super confusing because if you haven't gotten storms yet, you're just like, okay, now what? Like, I actually do not know what you want, dude. Use your words.
Yeah, after whatever happens to these Gibdos, they're all just doing something. They're vibing. What after all this happens, he comes back and he's like, "Thank you for restoring peace to my soul," and then he fucking leaves, and it's like, "Oh, okay." Like, what's this guy's problem?
Yeah, I actually never really truly thought about the fact that they like decided to make the Gibdos do this weird dance.
They're just getting cleansed, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
They're just breaking it down.
Can't wait for me to voice a Chunibyo. Yeah, I've got range. If I knew I had range like this with my voice, I would be schmoovin with voice acting, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, the water's clean. This guy came back and he's like, "Thank you," and then he leaves, and we're like, "Okay." And now we're gonna go blow ourselves up real quick. So this is Pamela. She's scared of everything. Naturally so, because everything here is spooky.
Yeah, I would be terrified if I were a small child. She's actually so brave. She hears a bomb and she exits the building.
Immediately.
Yeah, and is like checking it out.
No regard. So you need to use the bomb to lure her out, and you have to wait. I don't know how long you have to wait for her, but if you try to open the door too soon, she'll just run back in, and you have to do it again.
And somehow she falls for it again.
And here's Pamela's dad. He's a Gibdo, but then we heal him, and then he becomes not a Gibdo anymore.
He's a scientist studying the Gibdos, but got turned himself or something like that, right?
Yeah. This mask is really funny. Like, I don't know why the devs put this in the game, but if you leave and reload this room and talk to Pamela with the Gibdo mask on, she's just like petrified that you're even wearing this in her house. I don't know why they thought you could just do that. Like, it's not okay.
I didn't even know that. That is so messed up.
It's so just like, why?
Okay, this is the best part. The beans are coming out. The fish is coming out. Like, it is time to game.
And then if you talk to her dad, he's like, "Whoa, that's a Gibdo mask. Those are really interesting." And then his daughter's just like petrified over what she's just gone through. So these Gibdos will try to eat you if you don't have Gibdo mask. But if you have Gibdo mask and they start yelling at you to bring them things, a random assortment of things. They want beans, Deku nuts.
This has real, like, if you give a mouse a cookie vibes. If you give a Gibdo 5 beans, he's gonna ask you for fresh fish.
Or a pack of bugs.
Yeah. Pack of bugs is crazy.
The bugs one is crazy. Like, I think the text is something like "Leave me something small and creepy." I think. I can't remember.
I like that. I
But
like the one for like. I think it's for water. It's like quench my thirst or something. It's like,
I think milk is spoilers. We're getting milk for this too. I
whoa.
think I think milk is like something like high in calcium. I think it says.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does.
But yeah, this long series of events here in the well is leading up to getting the mirror shield. We have to trade a lot of these items in order to get access to that.
And fighting this Poe, the Poe is one of the items that one of the Gyptos asked for, but thankfully there's one right in here. That's easy enough to grab.
Yeah, the well has... I think if you come decently prepared, you can clear the well just by going through all the rooms naturally. Like the game has rooms with specific things in it, like a patch for bugs and like a place to get a fish and all this stuff.
Yeah, you just have to have beans, right?
I think. But
And a bottle, of course.
yeah, and a bottle. But I think the cowl is locked behind some other doors that we don't have good access to, so we're just gonna leave and milk a cow.
Oh yes, blue potion.
Okay, that's the one. That's the other
Blue
one.
potion is for the cow, I think.
Oh, that might be it, yeah.
I mean, yeah, blue potion. To get blue potion would be like really complicated because you would need to be able to get a wallet upgrade and then buy from the Icona scrub. I mean, it's not really complicated, but it's definitely not fast. So
It's very
it ends up being
lengthy,
faster
yeah.
to go and get one of these cows. Which, if you aren't familiar with the glitchless, speedrun of this game, it's very possible you don't even know that there are cows here. But there are indeed cows in this this little area. Sometimes if you go underneath this tunnel, you can hear them mooing.
And then the cows let out a little moan, and then you get milk.
Yeah, the sound that
then
the
you leave.
cows make.
I don't know. I remember doing the 2-bottle route and being so perplexed as to why the cows were moaning.
Did you see what just happened to Dobrari? He was trying to bomb the grotto, and he got wrecked by the bomb, and then it immediately day transitioned. That was actually amazing.
I did notice the screen shrinking, but I didn't see that. And the song did not work in front of the cows. Or maybe the
Unlucky.
text is the text delayed? I don't know.
Wait, how is that happening? Is it because he's standing in a perfect spot to
I
not
don't know.
milk either cow?
Very strange things are happening right now on the Dobrari.
Seriously.
So yeah, this is the last Gibdo here.
The well is like the spookiest thing to me. I really don't like the well. I've like slowly gotten more accustomed to it, but if we're going for Halloween spirit, I think the well takes the cake.
I think if I'm not like in a speed run, like having to traverse the well is very scary to me because I'm like, there's so many rooms. They all look too similar for my brain.
They need to put some lights on.
Honestly, true.
Okay, so Feely now has Mirror Shield. Another one of our very essential items in the video game for this run. Oh, and if we want to talk about banger music.
Icona Castle. You'll never hear it though, unless someone messes up. Very unfortunate.
It's It's a bummer that the music doesn't play inside. It doesn't play inside?
If you there, you know that room that Philly's about to do where you have to like jump across the gaps and there's invisible
Yeah.
platforms. If you
It won't even
fall and
play
void there,
inside?
if you fall and void there, the music will start playing.
I thought like maybe once you entered, it would still play. Like,
No, it's pretty much silent the entire time here.
oh, what a bummer.
It's very unfortunate.
Unplayable, honestly.
It's literally like there's a huge like trigger on the floor that if you walk over it, it will play the cutscene of like introducing the area, and then the music starts. But if you skip that cutscene, it doesn't play.
Interesting. The room that Feely just did is also one of my least favorite rooms.
The checkerboard lava
Yeah,
floor.
the checkerboard. It's just so annoying. It's like finicky. So we're climbing Icona Castle right now with a keg secretly in our pocket. You can't tell that Link is carrying a huge keg right now, but he is.
Huge barrel of explosives. Yeah, this is the only way to open up the ceiling here in the intro room.
Melted the sunblock using mirror
Melted probably
shields.
one of the
Okay.
redeads I didn't see.
Whoops. And now for one of the coolest fights in the game.
Yeah, this fight's cool. A little spooky, but very cool.
Just so thematic, like really beautiful room. Everything about it is just so cool. Like the light coming in, but then the curtains closing.
Yeah, I love this
It's just
intro
very neat.
cutscene.
It's pure cinema.
Like the way the king sits down as the room gets totally dark. But yeah, this is like the culmination of everything. You need fire arrows to burn the curtains away so you can let light into the room. And then once we stun these guys, like get them on the floor, use the mirror shield to burn their bodies with the light. This guy is way too far away.
That's
something
a bummer.
annoying. Something annoying about this room is the positions of the light from the curtains changes depending on what day it is. I didn't even know it was that far out on day one, to be honest.
I didn't realize it was based on what day it is. I thought it had something to do with how you shot the curtains or something. That's so interesting. Did not know that.
1 health. Oh no!
No!
Oh no!
No!
These guys are
Oh.
strong.
That is a big bummer. Do you have to watch the cutscene again?
It's not by day, it's just time of day. I thought it was by what day it was. It feels different every time. Or depending on what day it is, I don't know.
There's also a way you can stun Egos with the Deku spin, and it's pretty comfy. That's what I do because I'm scared.
I didn't know that was a legit strat for so long.
And like you can bubble him too. It's pretty fast.
This guy's these guys are scary. The lackeys, they do half a heart of damage, and the king here does a full heart for every swing. And he has some really annoying attacks too, to be honest.
I mean, Deku might be slower, but it is comfier, safer.
Like if he ever like takes his head off, and just his head starts flying around, I'm just like, I don't know what to do here.
Oh, I just like start running around in circles and waiting for him to stop.
Yeah. If you sit there and watch it move based on current time, I did not know that. I really thought it was dependent on what day it was.
You know what's wild? That's how the sun works in real life too.
That is
I wonder if they were inspired
maybe.
by Majora's Mask.
You can avoid the head by rolling around with Goron at least. I don't know about any other form. But I think it's faster to just get chewed up by the head. Probably.
Oh, no.
The ice breath attack.
No way.
Yeah, this fight is really hard.
This is another really painful part about both glitchless, like any glitchless category that needs to get elegy, which is most of them, if not all. Like elegy is a really big potential blocker in the run too, and it's unfortunate because it's usually right near the end of the run, especially for a run like this race right here, where elegy is basically the last thing before you need to just start climbing Stone Tower and jumping off.
Yeah, this fight is really just scary, especially with 3 hearts only.
Honestly, I kind of expected Feely to go for the safety strat of using Deku Mask. Oh, it looks like she is
Here it
indeed going to do that
comes.
now. But just given the way that she's been playing the rest of the race. The thing is, climbing Stone Tower is not free. There are things that can definitely go wrong as you climb Stone Tower. There's fire keys.
Those
That,
guys.
it's so messed up. And there's also these like boulders that are rolling down. So you kind of have to time things properly so you don't accidentally get hit and fall off and have to start over.
The fire keys aren't as, like, they don't home in as well as, like, the dragonflies we talked about, but they're pretty damn close in terms of annoyance. And, like, it's really annoying, too, because, like, if you're mid-air, you will just, like, get sent flying back, and then you're falling all the way down, and worst case scenario, the room is reloading.
So the way that Dobrari is climbing Stone Tower, like, this is quite a bit faster than how you would do it, like, purely casually. There's a strat with just using 2 transformation forms, and then it actually goes by pretty quick.
You essentially use these platforms as, like, you use this first one to build a path for you, and then the rest of the platforms pretty much act as, like, an elevator for you to just get on and move around with, instead of, like, building out the path with all 3 blocks. Dude, like, where does this guy come from? Like,
yeah, seriously.
I've never seen this guy even chase someone all the way out here. Like,
He
what
knows
was that?
he knows that it's a race. He knows that this is the time to shine.
Unbelievable. But yeah, placing the elegy statue down there on the lower level and then using this switch up top to pretty much just, like, move it in place. Ooh, the Beamos hit. Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to damage down. Beamos does a full heart of damage. So yeah, when Dobrari plays elegy here on the block, it's pretty much just gonna move him with the block, since the statue is getting removed from the switch.
Such a cool little thing.
I thought he fell down.
Yeah, it's these last few bits of climbing, especially right here, that I always get really nervous about. Okay, he's up. If he's not gonna hit the owl. Okay, I'm stressed. Just hit the owl, dude.
Oh my god,
Keys is right there. All right, time is coming up if he hits the block.
Time.
That's time. GG's.
GG's Dobrari.
So brave to not even hit the owl.
I definitely would have been hit by the Keese midair.
100%. I'm going over and I'm hitting that owl and then I'm jumping.
The messed up part too is if you get hit by the Keese and you somehow manage to land on the block, I don't think you take the fall damage, the extra fall damage
You
on the way
don't.
down.
Yeah, so it doesn't count. You have to redo it.
You have to reclimb.
He's glitching. He's glitching.
This guy is immediately glitching after finishing his glitchless run.
Can we cut his stream, please?
Get him out of here.
A 123 is a pretty good time.
Dude, I've thought about like maybe trying a run of this if I don't have time for a full run.
It's good practice. Actually, a 123.32 is only about... It's less than 30 seconds from Dobrari's current PB.
Oh, wow. Nice. That's pretty good.
I like that they actually did cut his stream. We can't
Got
have
him.
glitches in our glitchless race. That's so true, Tapple. He should have done Ben drowned. So for those that don't know, you can do an ocarina dive, where you can play ocarina as you're falling, and you can fall into some water, and play elegy, so that then the elegy statue is created underwater. Yes, I think Dobrari's gonna do it. Oh, no. What is he doing? Maybe he is.
Looks
I
like
don't think you need to do a hover.
No.
I
He
think
was
you
over
can
the
just ocarina
platform.
dive right over it. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Dude, all the bubbles from him like being underwater is so funny.
Yeah, it's
I've
so
never
many
noticed
bubbles.
that.
Me neither. Where are they coming from?
There's Ben. He's in the water.
Really damaging down on the Beamos during the climb.
I didn't even consider that. That's really smart. Like,
Yeah,
it's
otherwise
cool.
you'd have to use bombs, I suppose. I don't know how many bombs they have, but...
That's what I was thinking they would both do, was just like use bombs, but I'm just so used to avoiding that guy like the plague, because he's scary.
I mean, also, I just wouldn't really want to complete the climb on crit health. Crit health really messes with, like, both the camera and your movement in Majora's Mask. It makes you have, like, a slight offset to the right when you're holding the stick just pure up. And it can make this jump a little bit more annoying.
Alright, and oh my god, the keys.
Hitting the
time.
owl, though, I respect it. GG.
GG's.
That was a fun race. That was great.
That was fun. It was so close, and then Egos being Egos.
Really a glitchless classic there.
Really, yeah, it really is.
GG's, Philly. I'm now back.
GG's
yeah,
both.
GG's on both of you guys. That was a good race.
Yeah, I was shaking during the last jump. Not gonna lie.
I got nervous
Wow.
when you didn't hit the owl, Dobrari. I was nervous for you.
But yeah.
Dude, you did like a C up in front of the
Yeah.
in front of the ledge. I was like, what is he doing?
I mean, I could have just hit the owl in that time, to be honest. But yeah, it's yeah. Thank you guys for having us. This is a really cool category. It's a really good category if you're learning. I would say both the glitched version and the glitchless version. To just learn basic mechanics and in-game time management in the glitchless version.
Yeah, the glitch version of this category is how I started speedrunning Majora's Mask 1 year ago. So if you're interested in playing Majora's Mask, whether glitchless or glitched, I will say that this category is like a pretty accessible one, and it's the glitch version is very short, so it makes for a good solid run to learn some of the fundamentals of the game.
Yeah, we also got some decent resources for other categories if that interests you more. Both on CSR and in the Discord, we have got people who's very willing to help. Very good community. But yeah, thank you for having us, all four of us. Thank you guys for commentating as well.
Of course, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the race. It was very fun to watch.
Yeah, no worries. It was a good time. Very fun to watch.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for your participation. And thank you, everyone, for gifting subs and bits in chat. It's worth making the announcement again. We have affiliated the channels, so we can start to pay artists for layouts and emotes and badges and all that fun stuff. So thank you especially to Phantom, who gifted 10 subs. That's really, really, sorry, Streamer Instinct's coming out, but thank you. It really does help and mean a lot. We're about to transition to a short break here, and then we will get to see Gavin NBD run some Pokemon for us, a bit of a change of pace.